ಹೇಳಿ. Huh? Good afternoon, everybody. So far as a part of the curriculum meant for our third semester is company law and secretarial practice. So far as company law and secretarial practice is concerned, you are already well versed with this topic because with this subject as well as unit. Because when you are at PUC, you did study about, say, joint stock company. You did study about joint stock company. Say, at the present juncture, we are living in the corporate world. Why company law and secretarial practice had attained so much of prominence? It is because of the ground reality that at present we are living in the corporate world. So you may not concur with my viewpoint, but you take your own example, right from your top to bottom. Say which product you are making use of. Take for an example, your hair oil that you are using. If I ask you a question, which hair oil you are using, you may pronounce it is Dabur. It may be the product of Dabur India Limited. Thereupon, the toothpaste, which toothpaste you are using, it may either be the product of Colgate Palmolive India Limited or may be the product of Vico Laboratories Limited, whichever may be the company. Again, the product of a joint stock company. Thereupon, I ask which dress material you are making use of. Maybe it may be the product of Raymond's, it may be CRM's. Again, here again, at the present juncture, we are all making use of the products produced by joint stock companies. Thereupon, very interestingly, if I ask you which cosmetic you are making use of, it may either be the product of Lakme India Limited, Ponds India Limited, again, your products of joint stock company. Say, if I ask you one more question, which pen you make use of? It may be either Rotomac. You go through the name of the company. It may be Cello. Likhte likhte love ho jaye. Again, the product of your joint stock company. The sandals which you are wearing, product of Bata India Limited, Corona Shoe Company Limited, Gaitonde, Chevrolet, Woodlands. Again, the product of joint stock company. Even your watches, Titan Watches Limited. Against this backdrop, I did make a reference pertaining to the fact that, say, at present, we are living in the corporate world. Say, we are well versed with the organization of your company type of business establishment. Very interestingly, a company may either be your private company or it may be your public limited company. Take, for instance, right from alphabet A to alphabet Z, ACC, Associated Cement Company Limited, B for Brook Bond India Limited, C for Colgate Palmolive India Limited, D for Dunlop Tires Limited, H for Hindustan Unilever Limited, Z for Zohari Agro Industries Limited. Say, the names of these distinct companies are concerned, definitely they are operating in the corporate world. In our curriculum of company law and secretarial practice, we are going to have a threadbare discussion pertaining to the establishment of a joint stock company, the different stages in the formation of a company, then what kind of difference is there in between a private company and a public company, thereupon stages in the formation, etc. All these distinct aspects we are going to refer under the caption of our company law and secretarial practice. So now, take for instance, your Ambani's Reliance Industries Limited. We are well versed with the operative mechanism associated with Reliance Industries Limited. I do hope you may be knowing much more than what I know, because in fact, we are all the Geo fans. Being the Geo fans, you may be knowing much more than what I know. So now, with regard to the formation of a joint stock company is concerned, how Associated Cement Company, it had come into being, how Brook Bond India Limited, it came into being. Say, if we go through the stages in the formation of a company, basically or broadly speaking, there are 4 stages. Say some of the students with commerce background, they had a thorough knowledge pertaining to the 4 stages. First one, promotion stage, then incorporation stage, then capital mobilization stage, then getting either trading certificate or also called as your getting business commencement certificate from the registrar of companies. An interesting point to be noted in connection with a private company and a public company is that it would be either sufficient or it would be suffice if a private company undergoes only two stages, that is promotion and incorporation stage. Whereas a public company, I mean ACC Limited, Brookbond India Limited, Colgate Palmolive India Limited, etc., they had already, at the time of inception, they had already gone through four stages: promotion, incorporation, capital mobilization, and business commencement stage. There and thereafter only those companies they had come into being. Now, how about the formation of a company? Basically, for the purpose of promoting or in an endeavor of establishing a joint stock company, say we have to promote. How about promotion? For the purpose of going through the promotion stage, basically some of the young Turks, they have to either join hands together or they have to come together, because basically they may have to or they must have to conceive an idea. Conceive, it literally means it means to become pregnant. So also basically promoters, they have to conceive an idea. Now such an idea having so been struck to the minds of the promoters or like-minded people, definitely they will further proceed in the matter pertaining to incorporation. Now for the purpose of getting incorporation certificate from the register of companies, there are certain legal formalities to be complied with. Now, before going through the completion of incorporation stage, promoters, they have to conceive an idea. Thereupon, they have to investigate. How about investigation? They will investigate how about the availability of your requisite or required quantity of raw material. Is it available or is it forthcoming in adequate quantum or not? Thereupon, how about the different infrastructure facility that is available in and around that particular area? Say basically they will investigate. Thereupon they will assemble. Assemble in the sense physical assembling will not be gone in for by the promoters, but instead only either tentative agreement or tentative commitment would be entered into towards the procurement of various M's: men, money, machine, material, motive power, etc. Thereupon, under the promotion stage, the most important stage would be your financing the proposition. So far as financing the proposition is concerned, it is too crucial, or it is really a very much a critical area of decision making, because in anticipating the probable amount of capital or in anticipating the probable funds required, if an element of error either peeps in or if an element of error creeps in, thereupon later on it may become very much difficult to rectify the situation. In the sense, say take for instance, the total capital anticipated by promoters stood at rupees 100 crore. But our proposed company presume it is because of the miscalculation of the promoters, say they might have anticipated and put it at rupees 110 crore. What does it imply? It implies that 10 crore, it is being either in the form of surplus or excess capital. So we know excess capital, it won't fetch us anything. Therefore, excess capital, neither should it be there, nor there should be any either paucity of funds or shortage of funds. Because if the promoters find after the inception or after the formation, if the promoters find any shortage of capital within a short span of inception, the proposed company, it may be compelled to say final goodbye to the line of business itself. Therefore, to prevent any kind of such eventuality to happen, the promoters, they must have to be too cautious, not only too cautious in anticipating the funds required, but also how to mobilize or how to raise the requisite dose of capital. Because to meet with the capital requirement, say the sources of funds are concerned, there are varieties of sources. They include maybe the issuance of shares. Further, which share? Is it equity share or equity shares or preference share or preference shares? Further, could it be by means of issuing debentures? Further, which debenture? Say, could it be convertible, non-convertible, redeemable, irredeemable, whichever it may be? Or else, would it be a prudent decision on our part to accept public deposits? To accept public deposits. So definitely, it's also one more good source of finance. Or else, to be on the safer side, because shares, debentures, then public deposits, etc., are concerned, they have their peculiar advantages and simultaneously they suffer from a number of lacunae or they have a number of your pitfalls. Therefore, say instead of relying upon these fair weather friends sources of finance, would it be prudent on our part to knock at the doors of commercial banks, specialized financial agencies, specialized financial corporations such as IDBI, IFCI, ICICI, etc. Anyhow, judiciously, the decision must have to be taken. Here again, if an element of error peeps in, here again, later on, it becomes very much costlier to rectify the situation because we know equity, the dividend payable to the equity shareholders is concerned, it is not fixed. Whereas interest payable to the debenture holders is concerned, it is fixed. Whether the company earns a profit or not, irrespective of that fact, say the company must have to pay interest to the debenture holders. Say, even without ascertaining the probable or approximate amount of profitability, if a joint stock company issues debentures at a larger chunk or at a larger proportion or percentage, later on, if the profits do not justify, then the company may run into great difficulty because debenture holders are concerned, they are the creditors of the company and they have charge over the assets of the company. When they have charge over the assets of the company, in case any default is made in the matter pertaining to payment of interest, then say the debenture holders through the intervention of the court of law, they can succeed or they will succeed in attaching the property if it were to be secured creditors, and the entire joint stock company, it may have to be brought to either a sudden standstill or it may have to be wound up. It may have to be wound up. Mr. Ade.